Hello, my name is Visor. Today we're doing another Hearthstone Arena Run. Trying to decide which one I actually want. Mage is pretty straightforward. You don't have any weapons, you just hit them with spells, trade with your ability pretty well, and that's about it. The Paladin is a little trickier in terms of card draw, but has a lot of more tools. It has some secrets like a mage, has some AoE like a mage, and some single target. Warrior, I always feel like they're always a rushdown deck. I don't think I've ever seen a long-term drag it out warrior deck, because his hero ability doesn't really do anything. It just sort of extends his ability to trade with his face with weapons. Then we'll try it for the mage, which means I should also make one more change. If I'm doing mage, I don't need this paladin or warrior victory. Switch that out. Why is this not switching out? There we go. Fortunately, it became druid or rogue, which, whatever. Alright, so what are we going to put in this mage deck? Young Priestess is okay, but it gets taken out pretty easily. Mana Addict is not bad if I have spells, but I don't actually know whether I have spells yet. But Questing Adventure is equally gimmicky, I guess. Which one would I rather get? I think I'll go for the Questing Adventure. This is more likely to attract a lot of card removal. More than a 2/2 should. Definitely getting a Mana Worm. I don't really like Frost Nova. Ice Lance can be okay, but it doesn't... It's really good if I have another source of freeze. If I don't, this is just a delay. But none of this other stuff really works either. I can't buff this, and this gets taken out way too easily. So we'll go for the Ice Lance. This is nice if I can get a lot of minions out. I don't really know about that yet. Reckless Rocketeer is basically a spell. Chances are it's gonna die no matter what you do with it. So I don't really have any buffs. Like, I can't give it Wind Fury or anything. It's not that interesting for me. I might go for the Goldshire Footman. It's more dependable for me. Frostbolt, spell. Ooh, Arcane Explosion. Arcane Explosion isn't bad if I can get some spell damage, but I can't really guarantee that. On the other hand, Chill Wind Eddy is just a very solid card, so I might go for that instead. A Mirror Image would be nice with the Mana Worm, but I think Chill Wind Eddy has more potential. So the Armani Berserker I can enrage with my ability, which could be really good. Mad Bomber could potentially pull something off. I can dink him once with one of the bombs, then dink with my ability. Fairy Dragon is not bad. Which one do I want to go for? I think I might rather go for Mad Bomber. I think I get me more bullshit on a single turn. Armani Berserker's okay. I mean, it's potentially 5 damage, but usually it doesn't happen. Because it happens a turn afterwards, you know? This is not that great of a card. Scarlet Crusader is pretty good, but I think the Gurubashi Berserker is even better. It's sort of like an extreme version of that Armani Berserker that we just passed up. Because basically, this is not an enraged champion. Every time it takes damage, it gets stronger, so I can just dink it constantly. Alright. Do I want to get Iceberry? It's okay, but I think I'd rather go for Sorcerer's Apprentice. It's a way to sort of accelerate the deck, and also draws a lot of card removal. Ooh, Wild Pyromancer. This is sort of like a pseudo AoE, but Sunwalker's not bad. Currently, I don't have that many spells, so I don't know whether that pseudo AoE makes sense yet. Yeah, let's go for the Sunwalker. It's a pretty solid 6-drop. Arcane Missile's not bad. Do I want another Sorcerer's Apprentice? I mean, it's not a bad card for Mage, but I do need some spells. Let's go for the Arcane Missile. Ah, Frost Elemental. This would work with the Ice Lance pretty well. Or I could go for Acidic Swamp Ooze if I'm going against a warrior. It's not bad. Like, River Crocodile isn't that interesting for me. It's a beast, but I'm not going to have any beast cards. Let's go for the Frost Elemental. I'm getting a little too heavy on the high cost stuff, though. I should get some lower cost items. Maybe a Dark Iron Dwarf. Flesh-Eating Ghoul potentially is awesome, but since I passed up on those taunts, I don't think it's going to be as effective. I could go for a Boulderfist Ogre, but that'd be a lot of 6 costs. Alright, let's go for the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Maybe we can get some good moment, like we play, trade out all our minions or something. Counterspell, it's not bad. This would give some taunts. Yeah, these all are okay. Let's go for the Counterspell. I don't know, I think Mirror Entity is actually easier to use, but Counterspell potentially could be useful. Self-Fury Protector, yeah, not too big on that. Emperor Cobra is pretty nice, though. But no, let's go for Counterspell. We do need a few more spells, I think. I think I'll go for the Tauren Warrior. We can enrage this ourselves, which makes it pretty cool. Venture Co is nice, but it doesn't really have any synergy. It's not as much as a Gurubashi Berserker. And I have a lot of minions right now, so this might fuck me over. Vaporize, definitely getting a Vaporize. Blizzard is interesting. It is AoE. You know, maybe I should get the AoE, because there's no guarantee I'll get a Flame Strike. Because that's really what I would prefer. And I do have that Ice Lance, so it wouldn't be terrible. Okay, Wind Fury Harpy is a no. We can go Direwolf Alpha, but that doesn't really help us unless we have another minion. And we can't really guarantee that with this deck. Let's go for the Razorfen Hunter. This we can't trigger. This isn't bad. Loot Hoarder isn't really bad either, though. We do need some card draw. This is worthless. This I can't do anything with. I mean, it's a good minion. The fact that I can't heal it, it's just a 4/3 for me. Effectively doesn't do anything. We could go for the Violet Teacher. We do have some spells, so it could potentially work out. I'm thinking we're gonna get a Fireball. Fireball's nice. Ooh. Okay. Ysera is late game. Nat Pagle is a chance to draw cards. We do need a chance for card draw. But Nat Pagle is kind of finicky. Like, I really needed to draw, what, 2 cards to be worthwhile? That's not very likely. We could go for King Mukla. It is actually a pretty strong card. I think I'll go for the King Mukla. I really do need card draw, but Nat Pagle at 50% at the start of your turn potentially means if I play him, they could just eliminate him right away, and I get no benefit. Let's go for King Mukla. Polymorph. Strong single target elimination. Another Polymorph. Fine. 2 Polymorphs I'm okay with. Oh, okay. How many secrets did I have? I think I only had Counterspell. So that means Ethereal Arcanist is okay, but it's not as likely to pay off. Let's go for the Azure Drake instead. I almost want to get another Polymorph, because it would be annoying. Because this is a very effective card. Yeah, let's get 3 Polymorphs. Get all the sheeps. Alright, let's go for one more 1-drop. With 2 Mana Worms, we could potentially have some really cool bullshit early on. Now this is still worthless. Do we want to go Boulderfist Ogre or Venture Co? I mean, this is cheaper. If I can force some trades, it'd be good. But if they don't trade with this, I'm kind of screwed. On the other hand, I don't need this many 6 costs. Alright, we're going to Venture Co then. Hopefully we can kill them all off quickly. Defender of Argus isn't bad. Pin-Size Summoner is a way to speed up our deck, and we do have a lot of minions. So how many taunts do I have? 1, 2. I have 2 taunts. And how many 2-drops do I have? I have 1, 2, 3. Let's get one more 2-drop. Although we could use... Well, we have plenty of 4-drops. Let's go for another 2-drop. Last card. Do we want Sunwalker, which is a pretty strong taunt. Twilight Drake, which is okay. Another Pin-Size Summoner. Since we have no card draw, I think we need to be really careful about our mana curve. Make sure we're spending as much mana per card as possible. So let's get a Sunwalker. Twilight Drake is good if we can open with it, but otherwise, since we have no card draw, it's situationally probably worthless. Alright, let's see how well this does. The only special thing we really have is 3 Polymorphs. We have a Fireball for single target removal, and we have 1 Blizzard, which is not great. It does sort of work with the Ice Lance. We'll see. I think overall we can probably have a fairly strong early game. I don't think we're going to have a very strong late game. I mean, we would have had a strong late game if I took the Ysera, but if I took the Ysera, I don't know whether we'll ever actually get to the late game with no card draw.
Jaina versus Uther.
All right, a paladin.
You asked for
This is reasonable. We can go counterspell. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good hand. I'll take this. We're going to open with Mana Worm. Next turn we'll coin counterspell. That coin counterspell, so the Mana Worm becomes a 3/3 real quick. Then we'll try to do as well as we can. So Mana Worm.
Hello.
What are you gonna do? You might just play a token minion. If he plays a token minion, yeah, I guess I could just fireball it. I don't really have to do coin counterspell. That doesn't really benefit me right now.
Let me think.
Is this guy AFK? Sir? Did you fall asleep playing the game? Because he's looking at that minion token for way too long. It should not be this complicated.
Reporting for duty.
Interesting. Okay, so we're going to... You know what? I think I'll just fireball it. Not coin anything. Next turn. I guess I could go Dark Iron Dwarf. I do need to get some minions out.
Don't mess with Tusk.
Alternatively, let's see, I could... I don't know. See, the 3/3 gets taken out by this stuff anyway right now, so... Not really sure.
I wonder.
You know what? Screw it. We're going to go coin. Dark Iron Dwarf, so we get the minion out. It's more important to get a minion out. I think I'll just punch him in the face. Hitting that toward that isn't worth it to me. I can always take it out next turn. Unless he throws both of it at him, then I'll just fireball it and do something else. Hammer Wrath, that's okay. I mean, he's using 4 mana to kill my 1 mana guy. Largely okay with that. Alright, so we're going to throw up a loot hoarder.
Mind if I roll need?
Punch this. Fireball this. Okay. Next turn is probably Ventrico. I mean, we do have some divine shield things, but whatever. I think the earlier we get the Ventrico out, the harder it is for them to deal with it. Downside is he is a paladin. If he has a humility, I am fucked. A 1/3 or 1/6 Ventrico is going to screw me over.
Don't mess with Tusk. Reporting for duty.
Okay. Ventrico. You know, I don't have to do Ventrico yet. I think, well, I do want to, but in this case, I think it'd be better to dink this, run it into it. It's a good trade. I'm definitely trading up. Do I want to do Mad Bomber? I think I'll save Mad Bomber and go Razorfen Hunter instead.
Don't mess with Tusk.
Then we'll punch him in the face. I don't really want to use the 4 damage for these token minions. Admittedly, I am giving him an opportunity to buff him up.
Handle it.
And he buffed it up. That is a pain. Alright, what are you going to do with your 2/1s? Okay. Can't kill anything with that. Well, if you're going to trade to that, I'm totally down with that. I was going to do that anyway. Seems to be having a hard time deciding. Okay. Next turn. Ooh. Yeah, I'm thinking probably some sort of Mad Bomber combo.
Suck steel, swine.
Yeah, we'll dink that. Let's do arcane missiles. Yeah, I don't need to use the Mad Bomber then. All I need to do is punch this. Use this. We'll put up a counter spell. I don't want to use the Mad Bomber because all it's going to do is kill my Razorfen Hunter. That gives me no benefits.
Reporting for duty.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
Nightblade, really? Whatever. Alright, so I'm thinking... I have plenty of other minions. I don't really need to play Ventrico. Let's do... Let's see. It leaves me 3 mana, which doesn't really benefit me. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Mad Bomber. Not quite what I wanted. Then we'll freeze. Put out a chill one Yeti. Alright. Currently we have the better board. He has more cards. He hasn't used any card draw though, so we'll see where this goes.
Reporting for duty.
He's trying to flood the board. Okay. Which case I will... Ooh, I got a blizzard. Haha, blizzard. Dink. Cool. Alright. That was a very effective blizzard. Glad I took it, because I mean, normally I would like a flame strike, but you can't always guarantee a flame strike.
What we do.
Okay. Irritating. Doable. Yeah, counterspell. Fuck you. It's a good combo. So what we're gonna do is Mana Worm. Okay, we're gonna dink this. Trade in our Mad Bomber. Then we'll go Mana Worm, Sunwalker, and keep punching him in the face. The Mana Worm is just because I had 1 mana. I might as well play it. He's not a hunter. He's not going to really do anything. Worse, he can do a Consecrate, which this thing will still survive. Interesting. I need to buff up the Mana Worm by 1 so I can kill this. Or I could just try to punch him in the face. That could work too.
For duty.
Oh, right. I had 3 polymorphs, didn't I? Alright, we're going to polymorph. We're going to put another Sunwalker. And we're going to ignore his stuff. And just punch him in the face until he's dead. There we go. I think we have a good chance of winning. Yeah, he can take out my Divine Shields, but... Okay, fine. Stall. I mean, I still have enough damage. Because I'm basically holding on to what? He's got to have another spell. He's not going to be able to take it down. Equal to its cost? 2. It's a 2 cost. So he has a 2 cost spell. Interesting. But he only has 1 mana, so what are you going to do?
Fight, maggot.
You're still dead.
The victory is
Cool. That went about as well as expected. I mean, we got some pretty good value for our cards. But you sort of see the problem. We have to win round the mid-game, else we run out of cards. We only have 2 more cards in our hands. Downside of having no card draw, I guess.
Jaina versus Rexa.
Alright, Hunter. Dangerous.
You asked for
Because he could have a lot of, Does a sheep count as a beast? That would be really fucking annoying if it does. Anyway. I wonder how many Unleash the Hounds he has. Hopefully not. Fuck, this is awkward. Like, I'm not gonna open with Arcane Missile. It doesn't fucking do anything. And I have so many 1-drops, it's kind of disappointing when I don't have anything to do.
You shall not pass.
Okay. I mean, I guess this is an irritating 1-drop, but honestly, I don't overly care. I don't know whether we want to do Flesh-Eating Ghoul, though. It doesn't really do anything. Like, it works when a minion dies, but this is probably not going to die next turn. He has a coin. He's got to be able to do something. Really? Interesting. So, maybe he has a bad hand just like me? Alright. Obviously, I would have liked to have saved it for the Violet Teacher, but you gotta do something. Because otherwise, I would just be dinking him over and over. Next turn, we'll probably go Violet Teacher. And the turn after, we might try to do some sort of Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Oh, Violet Teacher is not gonna last. Ha ha ha. What can we do? Well, I know Questing Adventure will attract removal. So we could go Questing Adventure, then Ice Lance that. Doesn't remove it, but he's probably going to try to kill this somehow. It's a dangerous card. You can't just let it be around. If he doesn't remove it, though, I'll probably do Flesh-Eating Ghoul, dink that, and trade that over. And then my Flesh-Eating Ghoul would be, what, 5/3? Isn't bad. And he has 4 mana. He's got to have something. And he's still holding onto his coin. Like, actually a little confused.
That didn't quite hit the mark.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Question is, what did he play in his hand? Could be a Flame Strike. Is that a snipe? It is not a snipe. So we'll dink that. Let's see what happens when we punch him in the face.
Accepted.
Job's done.
Misdirection. It's irritating, but it's okay. I have 2 fairly strong cards in my out now. Next turn I'll probably go... I could go Frost Elemental. Or I can go Violet Teacher and just dink that. We'll have to see, though. I mean, basically I have 2 cards that could grow out of control. Oh, he has a card that could grow out of control as well. But this is not a beast, so it doesn't do anything. What do I want to do with the Emperor Cobra? He's gonna have the trade probably for the 4/3. But if he does that, this thing grows to 5/3, so he's trying to decide which one does he actually want to eliminate. He can't eliminate both. Tough decision. Okay. Alright, so this is a beast. How do I want to do this? I could freeze one of them and kill the other. That could work. Yeah, I think that might be the best bet. So freeze this one. This does make it 1 damage, which kind of blows, but I don't want that growing out of control. Now, if he doesn't Unleash the Hound, that'd actually be okay with me, just because I only have 2 minions. It's not a very good Unleash the Hound at that point. Oh, he could have an Arcane Shot. I forget that. He might have one of those in his hands. But if he doesn't, and it's turn 7, I think I'll probably go... I Maybe Fireball. I don't really want to lose either of these. Oh, he's using his coin. What can you do for 7 mana? Black. Hey, it's not a bad card. Cool. I mean, if you're gonna let me grow my flesh-eating ghoul, cool. In fact, all right, we're going to, yeah, we are going to fireball this because I want to force him to attack it with his longbow. There we go. He's going to have to attack it with the longbow, which is fine. I mean, it doesn't matter how much damage it does. He's going to be immune either way. Next turn, I'll probably do Gurabashi Berserker. I mean, I could do a Violet Teacher if I have... It could be a Snipe. Snipe is what, 4 damage?
Handle it.
Or it could be a Snake Trap.
I'll never tell.
That didn't quite hit the mark.
I don't know what he's doing. Alright, we're not polymorphing anything, so... we might just go Violet Teacher.
Pay attention, class.
Is it a Snipe? It's not a Snipe. We'll go Dark Iron Dwarf, which... Admittedly, we don't get the benefit, but that's... Alright, whatever. Currently, we have the better board and more cards. Don't know whether we can win. That is dangerous. But we have a pretty good counter for that. We have Polymorph. And totally sidestep its Death Rattle as well, which is pretty good. So what are you gonna do with your those? They're gonna go for my face. Interesting. Alright, so we're gonna polymorph that.
I'm ready to win.
I'm thinking that he probably has a Snake Trap.
Done.
Let's see. No, it is not a Snake Trap. Okay. In that case,
Instruction begins.
I'll just kill him. I'm gonna try to control the board. But it could be a Lame Trap. Let's wait next turn before we play the Pensai Summoner then. We'll throw the 1/1 at it.
Silver moon shall not fall.
Irritating, but... Alright, let's go for Gurubashi Berserker.
Done.
Punch. I don't really want to punch that, but I think I have to. It doesn't really matter which order I do this in.
As you say.
Instruction begins.
I think I'll play this in case it's the Explosive Trap. I don't want to throw out a Pensai Summer for no reason. Alright, which one would I rather lose? I think I would rather lose the Mana Worm.
Just me and Mr. Fight.
Ready for action.
Alright. Well, let's see what it is. Well, if it's an Explosive Trap, I'm going to lose it anyway, so let's do it this way. It is Explosive Trap. Thought there was a chance for that. Cool. Works out. We'll trade that. We'll put out the Pensai Summoner. Venture Co. I thought there was a chance of an Explosive Trap. This should mean we can kill him next turn. So, see what he does. If he can do 8 damage, 1 card, more power to him. Well, he really only needs 6 damage. I don't think he can do that. Taunt, no big. Alright. How do I want to hit that? See, this will be 8 damage. So really, I should be doing it Alright. Can he do... Well, he actually could kill me this turn. If he has a... No, he would need a minion if he wants to do kill command. And he doesn't have a minion.
What does the future
He's dead.
hold?
Cool.
Well played.
Alright, cool. 2-0. Actually, I think the last game I played, I got taken out by a mage due to Gurbashi Berserker. They can be really annoying sometimes. Just you can build it to a ridiculous level with your dinky fireball. It's not as bad as the priest though. I think the priest can get really ridiculous because they can heal it each time. And since it's not an enraged creature, it can grow bigger and bigger. I think I had a 20 damage Gurbashi as a priest once. Granted, he had to give me really good trades constantly. I had to be able to keep healing it.
Jaina versus Valera.
Watch your back.
All right, a rogue. Interesting. Don't think I want these then. I mean, the counterspell actually could be useful. All right, we'll keep these. I do want to turn 2 play. I don't know. Maybe I should have thrown him a few more cards. I mean, rogues tend to have spells. I can't really guarantee it. Ooh, that could work.
Someday I'll be just like you.
If he has a backstab, he can get rid of it right away. If he doesn't, I'll probably play counterspell next turn. Is he just gonna dagger up? Good dagger up. Is he gonna punch it? Oh, he's gonna punch me. That would make more sense. Punching this would not. Alright, so we'll play the counterspell. Just punch him in the face. Turn 3, we'll go Razorfen Hunter. Unless we have something we can polymorph, but with no card draw, it's a little tricky. I mean, I guess I could polymorph that, but that's really, that wouldn't be worth it. So we're gonna go Questing Adventure instead.
Be a quest.
Me?
So far, he doesn't seem to have any removal, because he really should have used it on the, was it Sorcerer's Apprentice? So hopefully we'll make something work here.
May my ancestors watch over.
Do you need a blessing?
Irritating. I'm almost considering polymorphing that because I don't have any other way around it. I can buff this to a 3/3. That doesn't die. I think I'm going to polymorph it. Do I want to attack the 2/1 with it? Really wish I could just fireball something, but I can't. If I do this, he'll trade with the sheep for it. Fuck it, I'll punch him in the face. Next turn, we'll probably do Razorfin with a fireball. Dink something. Probably the Young Priestess if it's still alive.
Bring me steel.
That's not going to do anything for this turn. Counterspell, perfect. You gotta use your minions. Yep. If you don't use your other minion, I'm gonna fucking fireball your shit. Alright then, I'm fireballing your shit. So, we're gonna go Razorfen Hunter.
Mess with us.
Fireball. Kill that.
Accepted.
He let me keep it. I'm gonna get good trades. That's about it. Next turn, I could either go Sunwalker or Azure Drake. I don't have any spells, but I would like the card draw. On the other hand, I could get a taunt and protect my Questing Adventure. Nope, there comes that. About time. If he doesn't kill it, it's... He's got to have a spell. You can't let me keep this guy. Okay, then. Yeah, let's throw up a taunt. Because that'd be the smart thing to do.
Quest accepted.
And keep punching him in the face. I don't know. I'm sure if
Get behind me.
he's got that, I can punch through that taunt.
This is our time, screw.
Coin defies, really?
Beat it.
Yeah, I think he's in a bad spot because he's doing trades that don't make any sense. So we're gonna go Mana Worm as your Drake. Blizzard would have been nice, but instead we'll just punch this. And do Arcane Missiles. Perfect Arcane Missiles. Hit him for 8. And with my little... You can't let me keep a Questing Adventure. You should have punched that first. That's just how it works. Thing gets ridiculously out of control.
Well played. Thank you. I did.
I mean, kind of put it on himself. I don't know, maybe I forced him not to be able to attack it. Maybe he didn't have the cards, but honestly, Questing Adventure is one of those cards you gotta get rid of early. I know somebody said last game that my Shaman deck, maybe a few people I played against didn't know what they were doing, but really, a Bloodlust is something you can get surprised by. Questing Adventure is something you should see coming and take care of. Either way, though, that's it for this video. I want to keep on playing, but I want to cut it up. I think this deck could go for a really long time. So see you in the next part.